Hey guys, welcome back to Outback Grill. After cooking hundreds of steaks on the Weber-Q, we're going to change it up today as I bought myself a Blackstone griddle. I wanted to have a few different options with a big flat plate to cook things like fried rice, stir fries, and lots of other delicious foods on. Make no mistake, I'm still going to use my Weber-Q weekly when I want to grill meats, but when it comes to doing anything on a flat plate, I'll be using the Blackstone more as I've got a lot more surface area to cook on. So in today's video, we're going to be cooking a steak for the first time on the Blackstone. I've never cooked a steak on a Blackstone before, so it's going to be a new experience to me. I'm hoping to learn a few things, and I'm hoping I don't destroy this steak as I've got myself a really nice 370 gram porterhouse that I want to cook with. So let's get straight into it and we'll see how we go. All right, so to start things off, we'll get this running. I'm going to run all the burners. We're going to run them on like 3/4 sort of temperature. I'm not going to run them on max as this thing's got plenty of heat coming off it. So we'll just leave this to preheat for about 5 minutes. It doesn't need too much. Anywhere from about 5 to 10 minutes is enough to preheat this barbecue, as I've cooked some chicken and a few other things on this, and I found it does get hot pretty quickly. So as always, we'll just give the meat a bit of a pat down just to get any excess moisture off it, and that'll help us have a nicer crust when we try and sear it. And then we're just going to season it in one of my favorites, which is Lane's Magic Dust. So I'll just put a nice generous coating on there. All right, so I'm just going to whack a bit of canola spray oil down so our steak doesn't stick. Now we'll pop this on. This is a pretty thick piece of meat, and I'm whacking it on for the sear, so I'm hoping it manages to cook through okay, as I've got no option here to really roast it. We'll see how this goes. I should have done this right at the start, but I've just popped my Bluetooth thermometer into the side of the steak, which will give me a constant reading. So we can see it's currently sitting at 37. We're going to be aiming for around that 52 mark for a nice medium rare. All right, we'll give it another turn. We'll just give it a few more minutes on that side and then we'll flip it over. All right, now I'm just going to tip it on its side. We'll hold it there just to give that side of it a bit of a sear. All right, we're all cooked. We're at 52 degrees. It's time to pull this steak off and we'll let it rest for about 10 minutes before cutting into it. This steak actually looks a lot better than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be a bit more burnt, but it's actually come up pretty perfect. So let's cut into it now and we'll see how it's turned out inside. Oh wow, that does look really good. This steak is actually cooked spot on, look at that. That is perfect, and I did not expect it to cook that well inside. So we'll give this a taste now and see how it's come up. That's cooked perfectly. During the cook, I didn't think it was going to be this good. I actually thought I ruined this steak just then when I was cooking it, as I thought I was going to completely burn that crust, but it actually came up spot on. You can cook a thick steak on this barbecue, just turn the burner settings to a really low setting if you're going to do it, and that way you will sort of avoid burning that crust. But this is all a big experimentation phase for me, as I've cooked all my steaks in my life, either on a gas grill or on charcoal barbecues, so there's going to be lots of learning to be done here. So stick around guys, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.